Busy week, busy week, busy week. But this is being all for you guys, okay? This is an appreciation episode, so appreciate it, gosh darn it. This is Edward. Welcome to More Geek Than Gay. And cue music.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Tiny white stuff.
Okay, so right now you've got just me. Joseph is busy working at the magazine right now, trying to get everything ready because he's got a busy week. And you know what? I've got a busy week. We both got busy weeks ahead of us. Why? Because Phoenix ComiCon is coming up this weekend. Yay! For me, it's a Thursday through Sunday thing. For him, because he's working with Ginny Koch, who is one of the authors that is going to be there, selling her stuff, having a booth, doing panels. They're setting up on Wednesday, so for him it's a Wednesday through Sunday affair. So he's having to do the magazine right now, trying to get that out of the way as much as possible, get as much in before he has to take off for the con. And then for me, I'm just busy trying to get school research done for the con, because I got to do research. Yeah. And then get everything ready, as well as do work. Wow. All sorts of stuff going on for both of us. But I wanted to make sure we got something out to you real quick here. Because, hey, we didn't talk about, like, you guys last week. Really quick, and this is going to segue greatly into talking about you guys. News for me, that class that I had previously mentioned that I'm like, well, I just failed my first class. I did not fail it. Yay, 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 wonder, wonder, miracles of miracles. I got a D minus. And you know what? That's not an F. And I will take it. As you guys know, I did my graduation walk just recently, but because of how the online classes are, just because I did my graduation walk does not mean that I've quite graduated yet. I am now 4 weeks away from being able to say I've graduated. I've got my one last class that I do. It's called a capstone class. Fortunately, I passed that last one, so I don't have to retake that. Oh, thank God. I just need to pass this capstone class, and then I will have my bachelor's. And I need to start actually getting in touch with schools about my master's program. I had put that on hold when I thought that I was gonna have to figure out a way to retake this one class. But since I don't have to, wow, I better get my butt in gear and start talking to these other schools. I think I know which school I would like to get into. Although there's actually two that I would like to get into, but one is significantly more expensive than the other one. So I think I know which one I'm going to try to get into. But it still has to be online. That's a big deal because I don't know what my schedule is going to be even 2 months from now. So I need that flexibility. That said, I would like to thank you all who have been supportive and who congratulated me and all that on my whole finding out that I passed, even though it was with a D minus. And Mickey, Mickey, this is a message to you. Don't get D's. D's are not good. Okay? D's are not something that one should be as ecstatic over as I am. It's just that I'm so close to graduating and it wasn't enough. But don't get D's. You can get A's and B's. And you're being homeschooled. So, like, if you get a D, maybe it's your teacher's fault. Sorry, sis. Kidding. Anyway, I want to quickly jump into comments because we've got comments. As I go in and look up the comments, I do want to make a comment myself. I am so happy with how things are starting to take off. Apparently some of you guys are starting to let your friends know about us. That is great. That's making us... We're back to a growing phase. Because for a while there, we were kind of staying still. I believe that was partially because of the change in format going to twice a week. I think that kind of threw people a little bit. But as you see, with twice a week, we're staying at pretty much about just an hour or less. Well, actually about an hour, 10 minutes or less. But that should be being chopped back down to an hour really soon because I'm hoping to have a little announcement soon. So it makes it in much more manageable chunks, and I think people are discovering that. I thank you all for your support, sticking with us, telling your friends. That is great. If you guys are out there in the world of iTunes, if you could leave a review for us, that would be fantastic, because that is one thing that is like slowing us down a little bit, is those reviews are like gold on iTunes. I'm looking into a couple other servers like Stitcher and stuff like that, but at this moment I'm not sure whether or not we're big enough for those other ones. We may be soon, but I'm not sure if at this moment we're big enough to be able to get onto those other carriers or podcast, whatever you want to call them. So, but I'm looking into it. That may be just me like thinking that these other ones are looking for something bigger than what they're actually looking for. So, thank you. If you can leave a review on iTunes, More Geek Than Gay, that's fantastic. But more than that, if you could tell your friends about us, if you're enjoying us, continue telling your friends, continue sticking around with us, and continue telling your friends. We have people around the world now who are sticking with us or coming back to us every week, and that is fantastic. I know I used to try to like greet people, hey, ni hao, ni hao ma, and botage, and all that, and you know what? We're getting to where we're beyond my ability to keep up with the languages. That's really what it is. I'm getting too many languages for me to be able to greet you all in your native tongue, and you all probably understand English, or else you wouldn't be like listening in. Either that, or you just think I have a very pleasant tone, a very soothing tone that you use to lull you into a sleep at night. Oh. But I don't know where I was going with that. But I lulled myself into a sleep. Anyway, I do have a moment of curiosity too, though. The audio podcast does not typically get comments so much, either on iTunes or on Libsyn. But I have noticed that one of the episodes has just recently blown up. The DarkCon episode is just going nuts. We're getting all sorts of people downloading it, listening to it. This is on the audio. The video is pretty much stayed constant. But the audio podcast of DarkCon has just gone through the roof. Yet no one has made a comment and let me know why. So if anybody has an idea why, especially the main focus for these downloads appear to be New York and California. If anybody has an idea why New York and California are suddenly so interested in the in the DarkCon podcast, I would be ecstatic to know. I think we are starting. I'm happy that we have the listeners, and I hope they're sticking around. And any of you who listened, liked it, and are sticking around, thank you. Howdy. What drew you to the DarkCon podcast? That's all I want to know, because it is just blown up last month. It's just wow. And that's with the numbers I can see. I know that there's a good chunk of numbers that I never get to see. There's a very healthy chunk of numbers that for some reason do not show up on the reports and everything that I look at. So I don't even know what all is really going on. I just know the numbers I see. So, wow. Last episode, we did not get to any comments. So let me see. Let me go back one more. I should have done that while I was talking about that other episode, but I did not. And there we go. Okay. So, oh yeah, the week before, that was the one where we only had one episode for the week, 63A. And we had talked about fan replies in that episode, but then we didn't talk about any others. Terry, I remember we had asked about whether or not anyone else could see that Joseph has anxiety, and Terry says yes, she could see that. I don't know why also we sounded muffled in that one. I'm working on that. Actually, in the near future, as I said at the beginning of the last episode, you may be catching a little bit of change in the sound quality and the audio quality, or sound quality and audio quality. Sound quality, and for those of you who watch us, the video quality. I'm hoping it will be a change for the better, but I'm going to be playing around with some other recording options. In the past, every time I've played around with recording options, I always go back to the cheapest and simplest way, which is what I'm using right now. So I'm still truly hoping, though, that that some of these new things will work out, and we'll be able to, it'll actually increase my power in what I can put together for you guys. So I don't know what the muffled sound was. I'm hoping it will go away. As far as, I also remember that we had announced like a little contest, and in that contest, Joseph had made, well, he had asked me something, and I was commenting about how he was tired. From the neck down, he was kaput. And that's when he jumped in with it being a contest, and anybody who could identify what that movie was, you could get a prize. Ta-da! Well, we got responses to that, and well, we got one, and after that one person got it, then I don't think anyone else guessed, because why would you guess when one person already got the answer, and that's the person that's going to get the prize. So, Stewie Monster, Chuck, Charlie, I don't know what to call you anymore. You are correct. It was from Blazing Saddles. Madeline Kahn's, I believe, Lily von Stupp. And it's in her song that she sings. So, congratulations. Give us a little contact information and we can send a prize out to you. It'll still be a surprise. A surprise prize. I had introduced the other another one because at the end I was like going woo woo woo, and I was curious if anybody could identify that. If you could identify what that was from, then you got a prize for that one. Nobody got that one. That was actually Sinclair from Living Single. I loved that show, and that was her like comforting thing, you know, woo woo woo. Always sticks in my head, the woo woo woo. So, only one prize given for that episode. Ha! Now, let's see here. Back to where I was when I was doing... Oh, that's the Rodney bird. Hi, Rodney. Hi, Rodney. he gets all Twitter-pated when people are talking, but they're not talking to him. Don't you, boy? Yes. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Oh, you're going to make noises, but you're not going to talk. Is that how it is? If I had a peanut, you'd talk. Yeah, that word got your attention. Anyway, episode, last one, which is 64A. And again, we did get comments. Yay! Terry, thank you again for your comments. You're not getting the pet visitors as much this week, except for possibly a little bit of sound from Rodney Bird. He's relaxing in his domicile. Okay, there's the Rodney Bird, and that's him being noisy again. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that he's been quiet this long. So let's see here, and thank you. Joseph was hoping that someone would appreciate his color-coordinated t-shirt Serenity ensemble. So thank you for mentioning that. And then we also have, and my brain just shut right down. Well, Jamie, thank you. I knew that if anybody was going to be able to like save me as far as who that guy was, Charlie, wrong button, Charlie Cox, that it would be you. I don't know why I knew it would be you, but I knew it would be you. So he apparently played Tristan in Stardust, which is based on the Neil Gaiman book, and he's also been on Boardwalk Empire, and that's the guy who's been hired to be the new Daredevil. And I'm kind of with you that that would be great if there's a Doctor Strange cameo or something like that at the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy one. But to be totally honest, I'm not sure how you would do that, because Doctor Strange is a supernatural hero, you know, all magic and mysticism, and, well, you know, the others aren't. Those Guardians of the Galaxy are just not so much in the supernatural, huh? So I am very curious to see them introduce the whole Doctor Strange thing, but I had this feeling that we might have to wait for the end of the Avengers to get some sort of weird sting there, which would not make too much sense, because that should be a further sting for Thanos, but I don't know. We'll find out. Shall we? Yeah. Let's not even try to play ESP with Marvel. And then Heather. Same cat time, same cat channel. Yep. Except for this time, the cats are here. They're just not on screen. I don't even have one right behind me, where I normally have one just sitting there. That's how come I can't sit back in this couch. So, yay. Those are the, and then of course Stewie Monster. Thank you. Those are the immediate comments that I was able to find. Again, I want to thank everybody though, because you're all the ones that are helping make us successful. You're the ones that are making it, you know, so that it makes sense that we're doing this. So that I'm not just talking about self. Or Joseph and I just like talking to each other, and him like rolling his eyes back in his head and like, oh my god, he's such a nerd. So, yay. And don't forget, Phoenix ComiCon is coming up this weekend. If you're in town and you are curious about going to it, hey, go to it. There should still be tickets available. They may be selling out though soon, so you want to jump on that as quickly as possible. Tickets at the door will be more than tickets online, so get the tickets now. And with that, I think I am pretty much done with this quickie little episode. I am hoping to have a little announcement very soon about a math podcast and a comic book storytime podcast branching out. That will be a really nice little moment there. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because a cat's running around and I'm like going, what the hell? But that's not going to happen probably until next week when those are announced and possibly even launched. So very much keep an eye out for those. And that's it. It's thank you. Please do leave comments. Like I said, if you enjoy what you've seen here, tell your friends. And I know that Joseph said that you may not see us for this weekend, but I'm going to do what I can to give you guys updates during Phoenix ComiCon. It may be tough. Okay? They may be short little, like, things. But now I have to do one that's just me going, but it may be just that. But my intention is to give you guys updates during Phoenix ComiCon. Maybe, like, get to talk to a couple people, see what they say. I don't have a media badge. I wasn't able to get that cleared. Basically, just I wasn't persistent enough is really what it was. And so I didn't get the media badge, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me to do that at the con, but I still should be able to pull some of that off. Joseph should be able to pull some of that off. We will get you guys some news from the con. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So until then, and that means also though that this weekend, this upcoming episodes, we're going to call these like little hiatus, or not hiatus episodes, but just weird episodes. They're not going to be numbered. The next episodes are not going to fall in numerical order. They will be just like, you know, supplementary A, B, C, D, or Phoenix ComiCon 2014. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Phoenix ComiCon, Phoenix CC A14 or 2014 A, B, C, D, or however many updates we end up doing. Okay, so no specific date for these upcoming ones. It should be starting on Thursday. That's all I can tell you. Okay? So keep a lookout for those. Thank you very much for your support. We look forward to your comments. We always look forward to your comments. And catch you in the near future. Well, I think that'll be allowed on YouTube, given how many people are singing along to the music and posting snippets of the Disney Frozen song, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? So we'll find out. Hi, Rod. Hi. Yeah, hi. Just a moment. Just a moment. That was Will You Help Me Hide a Body, which I think is just adorable. Don't forget, Phoenix ComiCon. You can find Joseph and I there this weekend. You'll also find Jenny Koch there. You'll find Marciela Walkwell. That's the lady who has the Lady Justice books coming out. Yay! I'm so happy to be able to announce that. And we will get more with her in the near future. And like I said, I'm hooking you up, Marcy. Hooking you up. So, thank you to Compete Sports Magazine. There will be a link to them down below. Also, don't forget about Joshua Tree Feeding Program. They're an they're a program that helps people with HIV and AIDS get food. They have a sister program that helps people with HIV and AIDS feed their pets so that they don't have to choose between feeding themselves and feeding their pets. Their website is www.jtfp.org. All volunteer organization. So if you got some help you can give them, go ahead and please do so. Like I said, we will catch you as much as I can get us to catch you this weekend. Take it easy. We look forward to your comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.